I'm Jeff. He's Pouncer. And boom! It's the Pouncer Show. It's the Pouncer Show. It's playtime. Do you know why it's playtime? Because because the sun is going to go down soon. And that's when these cats are awake. Think of them as twilight cats. At dawn and dusk, when the other animals are all sleepy, they're hunting, which makes a lot of sense. Ha, cha, boom. But they don't just count on the animals being sleeping. They count on themselves being incredibly fast. And they can, oh, nice, baby. They can jump very, very high. They catch birds right out of the air when they're taking off. They go to where the water is and they'll just slap the fish. They do that. They can like hit you. And they die right away. And they have good camel. Whoa! So you see what I'm saying? They jump. Good boy. Good demonstration. He was listening. He was listening. The cleaning ladies came and they put all of his toys over there. So he's like, why did you put them on my penthouse? Oh, because you're never on your penthouse. You always stay in the middle. So we left the middle. But we'll see. We'll see. He likes to have the ball to hit. You see the ball. Usually we go live at Pouncer Park, but we're gonna go. But since we haven't gone yet, oh, let me show you this. Yesterday there was some ambulance outside, so Pouncer thought he'd redecorate the blinds. So didn't he do a nice job? I have it on video too. So now he's got a very nice view. Look at this tail. Look at that tail. When he sees a bird, his tail does that. With the that wiggle thing at regular intervals. Like he does it when he sees the bird, like every 2 seconds. You see something? You see something, baby? Ugh. There's a dog that comes by. My neighbor brings him by. His name is Charlie. Are you gonna? Okay. And Pouncer and his dog, his big pit bull, something mix, they just stare at each other. Where's the baby? I see you. Where's Pouncer? Look at the ears. Look at these ears. You're such a big boy. Let's see the Pouncer. Watch out. Whoa! Nice job. Good boy. Watch out. Where's baby? There he is. What about I put it there? Then what would you do? Then what would you do? I see. That's a good solution, buddy. He's such a good boy. I say that too much, but it's always true. I can't stop saying it. You're such a good boy. Bless you. You're a very handsome kitty cat. Pouncer, let's see it. Boom! Whoa! Congratulations. What's up, Pebble? Emilio, muy buenas tardes. Buenísimas tardes. Look at that baby. What's up, BN? This is Pouncer. He says hi to everybody. He's a serval cat. I was wondering what you were, bro. And he's very sweet to everybody. All right, that's not true. He's very sweet to me. And when he sees other people, he gets scared. And then he yells at you. Especially in Arby's. When we go to Arby's, at Arby's, he just doesn't like other people having roast beef. Where's the pretty kitty? But they let me bring him there. Cosmo the first, what's up, brother? And he sits with me at the table. And I don't know, at Arby's it's a funny thing. Like, that's the first restaurant we went to. So he thinks of it like it's a place that's ours. You know, you have like your own favorite diner. Let's see it. Boom! So at Arby's, he sits with me at the table, but if anyone comes nearby, he yells at them. He gives them a good hiss. He would never hurt anyone. I mean, Swagger's mate. But Pouncer, he would never hurt. He doesn't really know how to hit it. To hurt. Okay. You like the blinds? He redecorated them last night. He wanted to see. Oh, I just got a message. Thank God. The cleaning lady just told me she found Pouncer's nail clipper. Oh, good. Yeah, you're getting your nails cut. You heard that, huh? There are seven that he's hid somewhere. Oh, but this is a hard way to say. Got your bees. Do the servals get along with regular-sized domestic cats? Depends if you introduce them as babies. Pouncer does. There's cats outside. It's funny though. I just went to feed them. Just by the way, I just went to feed them, and this was the first time none came. I always go outside and they yell, "Babies!" and they come running, but none came. There's that little word. Hey, Kai, what's up? Kai is Pouncer's biggest fan. So, Pouncer does. He's 7 months. A grown serval, if you put it with a cat, it will kill it. Hey, get off my back! Ow! A grown serval that hasn't been socialized will kill the cat immediately. Now, Swaggers, I never really socialized him with the cats that were outside the house, so he would immediately just instantly kill the cat. He's a baby, he is. And it's funny because he's big, but he's the same baby he was when he was little, and he's still growing. He's just exactly the same. Oh, if you watch the videos, just go back and watch the videos of Pouncer's little thing. Just go back a few months, because it wasn't a long time ago. And then you watch him now. His behavior is exactly the same. What he wants to do is play. You're the same baby. You're the same baby. Like 5 minutes ago, that's right. You were a little baby just yesterday. I never even noticed that he was like this. I can't explain it. It's hard to explain it. They grow up so fast. Got to be careful around the other cats. It's true, because he wants to play with them, but he still thinks he's little. He doesn't know he's a big boy. It happens so fast for him too. So, it's dangerous. So I don't really let him stay with them much unless we're sitting outside and I have him on a leash. I hold the leash so he's very close to me, and then he'll just sit down and look at what's going around outside. And the other cats, they love him. They all love him. They go over and they give him headbutts and everything. At first, they didn't. When he was little, they rejected him outright. It was kind of sad. What kind of food do you feed him? Any animal that's small, he'll eat. He gets a grind also that has special minerals and stuff. But mice, rats. He likes quail, but above all, chicks. I got a refrigerator filled with hundreds of chicks. He's also got big quail. There's a shortage of quail right now. It's kind of hard to get. And I don't have any more. So he's been getting chicks, which he likes better anyway. And they don't usually do this with pigeons. I got pigeons the butcher just happened to have. And he likes them, but he doesn't love them. And I'll tell you something weird. Quail come in white and brown, right? Or as I say, vanilla and chocolate. So he only wants the vanilla ones. What do you got? There's nothing there but important things. So a natural diet. Yeah, no artificial flavors for him. I've seen so much images of servals with golden eyes. I didn't know they could have blue eyes like Pouncer. He doesn't have blue eyes anymore. He had blue eyes as a baby. What was that, bro? I know you got something. I heard something. It sounded like one of my medicines, like my heart pill, without which I'll die. Was that it? I think it was. One thing he doesn't do, which would be a wonderful trick, is to put down the things that he, knocks around. Why don't you learn to do that? Why can't you clean the house? But I gotta say, most people say, why can't my pet get a job? Mine has a job. He's doing it right now. He's a good YouTuber. Let's see it. You never know when he's gonna pounce. Hacha! Whoa! Bro, good job. Hey, congratulations, buddy. What is that, a liger? Meow, I like your screen name. That's Pouncer. He's a baby liger. With spots. I was just looking at a liger. Hacha! This massive liger on TikTok. And the girl next to it was like, it made her look like a midget. How old can they get? There's one in the zoo I work at that's 36. What's up, man? How are you? Boom! Good boy, Pouncer. What a good boy. Yeah. He's been chilling with me. We've been lying down, having a lazy day. And he's been just so sweet for the last 12 hours while we're lying down. I got his dad in Africa. My cat learned that if He ducks down by my ears and screams in my ear for hours. I'll let him. I think he taught you that. Oh, for hours. Cats indoors. They're a funny thing. If they don't want them open, they want them closed. They just want to be nearby. And boom! Caracal. No, that's a good guess, actually. Caracals are also medium-sized cats. Boom! But they have very high point. They have giant ears. You can see that. Caracals have ears that are more sort of, that's his quail. Those are birds, if you can see. And caracals look like they could fly with their ears. See, he loves his food. He plays with his food. Where did you get it? I think I answered that one, right? Who's Mr. Handsome? You're gonna eat quail? Just, yeah, see, he does that. He's gonna just throw it around for a while. This is some of his toys. Those are some of his outfits. He likes to dress up. He likes being a bumblebee. Miss K, how are you? Oh, good boy. How are you, Miss K? Thanks for popping in. This is Pouncer. He's a very playful and sweet, good serval cat. And he does love people. He just gets scared of people that come to him so fast. You know, people don't know how to always act around a cat. Even regular cats. Sometimes people approach them way too fast. They're just tolerant of it. You're a good boy. You're a good baby. Wherever I go in the house, Pouncer will follow. You know, like if I'm standing up, if we're in bed and I stand up, go to the bathroom, he's in the bathroom, no matter how tired he is. If I go to the kitchen to get something to eat, he's in the kitchen with me. Wherever I go, since he was a little baby. Kitty, kitty, kitty. That is when we're not doing stuff like this. This is part of his thing. He's like hiding. It's like hide and seek kid, I guess, to him. Where's the baby? Man, since I got these teeth knocked out on my left side, it's so hard to whistle. It's hard to speak. But I'm getting new ones. Come on, baby. I see you. You see her? I see a foot. What he wants to do, I was lying down, and he likes to hide, and then out of nowhere jump on my face when I'm lying down over there. He loves that, and you just never know when it's coming. You could just be like falling asleep, and boom. Or you could be right in the middle of a great dream, boom. You know, he gets you, he knows when you're not aware of him. That's what, oh, what happened? You love your quail. All right, let's see it. Let's see it. Boop, boop, boop. No, I messed it up. Sorry, buddy. I messed it up. My bad. I didn't hide it good. All right, I'm sorry. Yeah, look. Let's see. Which one would he like today? You want to pick? You want to pick? He likes things we haven't used in a while. Doesn't really like that. This one he sort of likes. Let's see. Let's see if you like this today. This is kind of rough. How'd they do this? He's waiting. Giant buddy, hanging there. This is like a real tangled web we weave. Jeez. They intertwine. Alright. That's progress, I think. This is really... Hey! He jumped on top of all of them. That's one way to do it. You crazy baby. You're so crazy, Pouncer. He's trying to help. I'm telling you, he's always funny. Look what I'm dealing with here. Alright, so just give me a second. Pouncer, this is hard, bro. I don't know. Okay, there it is. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Don't. Well, I guess you did it again. All right, you help. You're gonna help. Oh, you really tied these together. I guess you sort of like that, huh? You sort of like that, baby bouncer? Absolutely. Whoa! Wow! That changes things. You liked them on the floor, huh? It was just a matter of time. But it looked nice while I was there. Alright, let's just take the whole thing off. Things like this don't usually give me trouble. Now, where you going? If Pouncer gets wrapped up in string, like when he's walking around and stuff, it's so easy for him to get out. I think I'm getting towards the end here. It's so easy. He does it without even like thinking about it. He just untangles himself. It's something that would take us like a full minute. You know, he just immediately knows which way to go, without even realizing he's doing it. What are you doing? What are you doing? Wait, no. It's my water, bro. Wait, I'm working on it. He does this. If you're not ready in time, you pay that. See, that's the price you pay. This is Pouncer behavior. I'm doing it. And I'll keep breaking things. See, that's my heart medicine. I'm trying to do it. It's hard to do it if you... How about this one? You're a trip. You're such a crazy trip. Man, this is just hard. They're all tied together. Why do they do it? Oh, man, they actually tied knots in the knots. This is crazy. All right, here, I got one. You just jumped on my neck. You're so nuts, bro. You're so nuts. You want back your penthouse? All right. I'm going to have to figure out where else to put it. All right. If you're new, I'm trying to get this all separated, and it's not been easy. I didn't tie them. The cleaning women came. They did a great job, but they just tied everything together here. And he doesn't like the weight at all. So when he gets, antsy about weight, he breaks things. That's what they do. They all do that. Yeah, but Pouncer's just really good at it. All right, we're going to use the other one. I got it out, sort of. Is this free now? Oh, that's a good one. Hey, look, I found your old blue one. Ow! That was me. Breaking my own toe. All right, and here we go, sort of. All right, baby. I got something. All right, look, I got a blue one. So stop breaking things. You see, now he's back in the game. You moved a lot of things. You moved a lot of things. All right. Okay, Sooners, how you doing? And how are you? Who's a good boy? Yeah, everybody watch you go crazy. This is what you deal with, and it's not all the time. You see, it's because it's dusk. The sun's going down, and that's when it's like they turn into sandwiches. Akadawich. Let me try that again. Hello to Akadawich. And that's when they turn into vampires. They get nuts at dawn and dusk. He keeps getting on the inside and gets stuck on the inside, which he likes. There's an ambulance last night, so he ripped off all the blinds. What do you see, Charlie, out there? It's funny, man. They understand glass. Like, the most scary thing to him, whatever it would be, let's say a big dog, if it comes and there's a glass there, he knows. He doesn't get scared. Damn, bro, got one of them $8,000 cash. Not this guy. Not me. I didn't pay anything. Ha-cha. Where's the baby? There's the baby. There's the baby. Ha, cha, boom. Pa, it's Pouncer Pa. That's Pouncer Pa. He loves that game. And we will be at Pouncer Park later. There's actually a park that they named Pouncer Park because no one else ever goes there. What do you feed that guy? He likes rats and mice and things, little animals, and he has a grind. And sometimes he nibbles on me. Sometimes I feel like he was going to eat me up, but he just likes to play. Do you think that Swaggers could work for an interior design company? Do you think we could be on the cover of Better Homes and Gardens and have Pouncer sitting there doing it? How old is he? 7 months. Every year they get a new spot. Pouncer's funny, man. If there's like a hot girl walking by, he looks at them. I'm telling you, I'm talking about humans. And he hates cops. If he sees a cop, he hits the deck. If we're in the car and he sees watch the videos. If he sees a cop and he's in the car, and I didn't teach him this, he just jumps on the floor and hides. And if we're walking in a playground or something and he sees a cop, he immediately goes on the ground. It's the funniest thing. He'd be an asshole not to look. I don't know, man. That would be like saying you're looking at female cats, It's okay, Pouncer. I hate cops too. Boom! The problem with the cops is they don't ever give you anything. They just take, So if something happens and there's a cop, he's going to just take your money one way or the other. He's not going to pull you over and say, whoa, I'm giving you a commendation for good driving. Why don't they do that? If you get a punishment for bad driving, why can't we get a little bit of gold for good driving, Tell Pounce I said F12. Pounce, Lou says F12. Pouncer goes out and about a lot. Today he was at the other place, and we went to this little amusement park thing, and then he went on a trail. Did the police fuck with you and you're out with him? They would relay. They can't. If they're legal, and the cops love him. The one place you'd be surprised. There's nothing they can do. It's like walking your dog. Have you neutered him? No. If I were to neuter him, it would actually be next month when they're 8 months old. That's the best time to do it. But I don't think I'm going to do it. Because I don't want to do things to him. There's nothing wrong with him. Why remove a body part? There's nothing wrong with him. What's up, Mika Barnes? I have a friend named Mika Barnes. He's actually a cop, believe it or not. But he has a really, really weird job. He works as a cop hey Ramsey. He works as a cop in Connecticut in this really, really rich area where they fight over things, the neighbors, like leaves. You're not allowed to have more than a certain number of leaves in front of your house. And he actually has to count the leaves. It's so stupid. God, there's a parade where I think the graduates, all the cars hanging kids out the window. That's cool, man. Have fun with that. I said, does he spray? No. He always uses litter box. One guy out in the city, everyone's looking for him, and I think he ended up getting shot. He was on the news. That sucks. My God, what kind of cat is that? This is a Pouncer cat. His name is Pouncer. He's a mid-range Congo cat. Right? You're a mid-range Congo cat or just a kitty? Are you a big tab? You a big baby? Thank you, Ramsey. Look at the ears. Sometimes you see nothing but ears. Can you see? You see the ears over the chair? Up. Now we see feet. And there's baby Pouncer. Pouncer! Are you being a good boy? He's always good. He just breaks a lot of things. Uh-oh. I don't know. Damn, that's the first time he did that. Nice. Nice, bro. I respect that. You see, this is the time of day when you sort of have to play. Because he's going to be very active anyway, and it wouldn't be good for him not to play. And stuff like this, just looking around and shit. But then I got to take him to the park, which is part of his enrichment, at least his nighttime enrichment. And that involves sensing. Enrichment means using your senses. Anything that gets him to sniff or smell, whatever, in a different environment, because we're outside in different places. So After that, he has to do his jumping practice. OP Jeff, yo, that's my name. Good name. Um, is good for them, and then that's what really makes them happy. Like if you hide food and make them look for it, it's funny. If you put goldfish in a tote and you have them go hunting for it, which I don't do anymore, but if you do that, they're using that sensor, and afterwards they're very happy. After playtime, they're tired, they're chill, but it doesn't make them, it doesn't thrill them the way that does. You're not sure what to do, huh? Is this an Egyptian cat breed? No. It's African, although Egypt isn't Africa. I lived in Egypt for 3 years. The cats there are like, they're not worshipped anymore. But people are nice to them. It's just that I had a really cool cat when I was there. Pretty kitty. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You tired? Is he full grown? Well, he's 7 months, and they keep growing their whole lives like Burmese pythons. You just grow. You just like to grow. You're a good boy. What happened? What's up, Shannon? How are you? Tonight. We're just gonna be on here, on this live for a couple more minutes, and then we're gonna go live from Pouncer Park. He really he's got his own park named after him. There's this giant park near here. That depends on the state, Jeff. There's a giant park near here, and there's all sorts of like components to it. It's like a playground. There's all sorts of things. It takes up acres and acres. But there's one little field where no one ever goes, just us, just Pouncer. And so I said to the town board, can we name it after him? Because no one ever goes there. And I made an official declaration. It's Pouncer Park. He loves Pouncer Park. It's his namesake. I'm good. How are you? We're doing great. Thank you for asking. Has been introduced to dogs. The dog thing is that's really my fault. I tried to introduce him to dogs, but just never really found the dogs small enough. All the dogs around here are so big. I was gonna get him a puppy, but then I figured, I don't want to walk a dog. I love dogs, but I don't like walking them in the rain. Where's Kitty? Where's the baby? You see how nuts he's getting? This is the time of day. He was just lying down, sleepy, bumming around with me, watching movies before. Blue, what's up? You ever feed him natural meat? I'm not sure what you mean exactly, Jeff, but he eats mice and rats and guinea pigs and hamsters and gerbils, and he loves birds above all. Yeah, you love your birds. See that thing over there? That's a quail. I'm sorry. That is a chick. You got 3 dogs. Nice. What kind of dogs you got? And what are their names? What's up, Blue? Let's see. I had another fish. Didn't touch the start of my period. That's right. So the line snapping made me snap too. What do you mean it made you snap? That's what I mean. That's awesome. Well, there's only certain things they can eat, and everything's got to be raw. And sometimes people, they get the wrong idea. You feed him, you should feed him vegetables. You could teach him. You should feed him cat food. People have these opinions, but the thing is that no, he'd get sick and he would die. It would affect his bone density. Let's see, a boxer pit mix. That's what I have next door. First is Patches. I have a cat named Patches. Second is Dolly, and 3 is Toby. Those are cute names. Man, you're amazing. My cat is stealing my heating fan. Bengal. No, this is not Bengal. Oh, I understand that. You don't want one. I know what you're saying. How many times does he eat a day? 4. But I'm really bad that way because, I just feed him whatever he wants. Technically, I will feed him 4 times a day. But when he asks me for more, because he likes to grow. What can I tell you? He likes to grow. He doesn't really overeat or binge eat. Usually he just wants to play with his food. Yeah, I don't have a heating pad, no cramps at all. I'm glad. What are you doing, baby? What are you doing, baby? Lynx. Is this a Bengal cat? If you're are you really a lynx? Like, are you a cat or a person? I have to only know, I need to know. I can only tell it to a person. Alina Summer, not Bengal. Correct. Alina knows her stuff. She knows her kitty cats. Serval. What are you guessing for? Everyone knows you know. Everyone knows you know. You got the attention. Think you go outside in the Midwestern winter? Yeah. He doesn't love snow. Like, we were in the snow. It was his very first winter. He was a tiny thing, so I let him walk and I put him down. He loved it. Then he realized his paws were cold, so he jumped back on me. Okay, like I said, twice a day because he's a slow feeder. He has a slow feeder. Well, I'd give him lunch, at least a snack. He's cute. Shannon says you're cute. He says you're cute, Shannon. I think he likes you. I'm a dog. It's a lot of commitment. Too much. A serval is a billion times more. But I just don't want to have to walk a dog in the rain. I just don't like walking him in the rain, literally. Larissa, how are you? Fritas. Meet Pouncer. I can't see a profile pic because I'm half blind. Is it a tiger? Let me see if I can click it. No, I can't make it big. Yesterday, you're from Brazil. From Brasilia? From Brio? From where about? I do Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I went to Brazil for the Olympics. I had to land in Argentina, then go to Brazil. But they put us in a hotel, and like the plumbing broke, and it got so bad, man. And so, I mean, Brazil was beautiful, but this hotel wasn't. So the plumbing broke, and then we asked to go on the like ship that they put the basketball team, like the fancy sports guys, and they wouldn't let us on. So we had to go back to the hotel and clean up all the mess, and then like it was just terrible because the pipes were broke, and it's all this like dried poopy, and so we had to keep cleaning it. It was just terrible. But I just said, look, let's just go camping, man. We'll just sleep outside and deal with it. So better that, But I was just there as a trainer. But for the people that were fighting, you don't want to go into the Olympics after all that training and just lose from sleepiness, because your body does weird things when you're sleepy. You know how like when you don't sleep for a couple of days and you have to sort of fight or run or do something that's exercise, like you feel suddenly you're okay, but you're not. Like it's a different feeling. It's just something different. Poor thing. Arian. Wait, I missed all these comments. How do they get along with common cats? Depends when you introduce them. I love hiking in the rain. I hate that. What a beautiful savannah. Thank you, Fabs. I'm eating spicy sausage and lots, so good, and cheese, dog. Well, why don't you give me some? Hey, where does this guy live? Like, is he in the city? Does that make outdoor stuff harder with the cat? Well, we bump around. We go from North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama. So, like, we're always in all three. Is it a city? In most cities, they're illegal. So, and you got to get like a rural area. How old? 7 months, boy. Oh, he's a boy. Does he sleep in bed with you? Always. Fun train. How are you? Like last night was really nice because like he slept on me and he was like kissing me the whole night. My cousins are in North Carolina. Where about? What part? Do you know? Swaggers and Pouncer love North Carolina. Why would anyone make a cat illegal? Because they're wild animals and most people can't care for them properly. They don't build the outside enclosures they need. They don't have enough money. So like somehow they'll get the cat. Maybe they have $5,000. So let's say they go for that, which they roughly do. So they'll buy the cat and then like put him in a house. Like they need to also have outdoor enclosures. They need a lot of attention. They need veterinary care. That's from an exotic vet, which costs you a fortune. So, I'm not big on having regulation. I think people will ultimately regulate themselves and should be held accountable by themselves, but that's the reasoning. It's pretty expensive. Yeah, they're very expensive. I didn't buy one. I don't believe in buying purebreds. I like them. I love them. Just like any other cat, though. And there's so many cats. There's so many cats that need homes, including ones that I have outside. He's a big baby, cute. Thank you, Fun Train. That's exactly it. you put your finger on it. He's a big baby. So they're like a lot more intense than a regular cat. Oh God, bro, they are. There's no words. There's no words. It's not what it seems like. You have a bowl of cereal. Put some milk. If it was a hybrid, no. If he had babies with a regular cat, that'd be a hybrid, and that would be called a savannah cat. He's a serval cat. Wait, I feel bad for that one rainbow trout. I found it washed up, barely breathing, so I had to kill it. So I used it as bait. Why didn't you just throw it back in the water? Please don't bully. My cat Mikey. Oh, my ex-girlfriend had a cat named Mikey. Just showed up one day and started stealing pizza. Next thing I know, I have a cat. That's funny, because they're carnivores, but they eat pizza. It's funny. It's true. I don't know why. I can never explain that one. I had this girlfriend, Maggie, and she had a cat named Mikey, and Mikey just didn't give a fuck. Mikey just was like there. Boom! He was the opposite of Pouncer. Don't take it, don't take it. You could do whatever you want with Mikey. He would just like lie there, and you could pick him up, throw him in the air. You could play catch with him. He didn't care. He didn't care about anything. He was like a hippie cat. Like Mikey just didn't give a fuck about anything. I never saw a cat like that ever before or after. He was hysterical, but we loved him to death, and she loved him to death, and thank God we broke up before he passed away, because I couldn't take losing Mikey. He was a good boy. Thank you for bringing up that name. I haven't thought of him in a long time. Who's a pretty kitty? You got itchy? I gotta spray you. I got you a flea collar, which you're gonna hate. Yeah, he wears lots of stuff. He's got his harness, he's got his necklace, he's got his bandana, he's got his collar. He's got all sorts of stuff. Look at that. That's all just some of his clothing. Itchy kitty, te pica mucho. It's funny, man, saying that Mikey is super chill. Wow, what a memory you just gave me. I used to love that cat. And then, I did the stupidest thing with that girl. My sister called me a fat, because she was reaching for her water and covered my spicy sausage. That's not right. And she didn't even want it, but I told her she'd reach for it. Get her on the phone with me right now. Fat, I can't, stunning ears. I love his ears, especially when they look down. When they look down, you just can't help but laugh. When they're sitting and they look down, you just have to see it. We'll see if he does it. Like when he plays that game, he's so cute. Yeah, orejones. That's how you say it in Spanish. Big-eared kitty. Or you could say orejon. Boop. I just posted a video. The last video I posted, if you're curious, it's me teaching Spanish. So if you want to see what I do, that's it. I'm a Spanish teacher. Boom! In a high school. But that video was actually in a middle school. I was just covering for a day. So I thought I would do some different stuff with them. Who's a good boy? He is. He's such a good boy. Now you see his tail. I think he has... Actually, I don't know how many stripes you got on your tail. Or rings. I got to count them. But his dad, Swaggers, only has 4. He has a very short tail. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because his mom ate the rest of his tail. Now, that's a real thing with servals. She didn't mean to hurt him, so that she loved him so much. She was like licking his tail so much, she ate about half of it. That happens with them. Didn't hurt him at all, but, he feels like he identifies as a bobcat with that little tail. Yo vivo en Americana. Well, you are Americana. Yo vivo en los Estados Unidos, or America. But people don't say America because boom! If you say America, they're going to think that you're talking about the continent, which will include Mexico and Canada. Plop. No, you need your nails cut so you can't be biting, or you can bite, but you can't scratch. It's his back feet that need to be cut. He got me good. I got some little cuts. It's my fault. Yeah, you're getting your nails clipped. Yeah, and you know it. You know how I know he knows it? Because he hid the nail clipper. There's got to be 7 now. Don't wear your tail for that. There's got to be 7 that he's taken. He knows, and he hides them. Wherever I put them, he finds them. You showing them your belly? Those are his belly spots. These are your belly spots. You're a good boy, Pouncer. You're a good boy. That reminds me, my teacher she was lecturing me in German because I cheated on a question, couldn't figure out. I know what she was saying, but it freaked me out. That's good that you know. That's wonderful. Maybe you should think of studying German. There's something you could download called Pimsleur.com, and they have the best teaching method I've ever seen in all my years of teaching, which have been like a million years. They're better. Those programs are better than any teacher, including me. Much better. That's how you learn. Pimsleur.com. And it's like $20 a month or something, and you can download every single language. And if you just do one lesson a day, you'll be fluent in, not fluent, conversational in a week. You're kidding. Angel, how are you? What a cute little kitty. Thank you, Angel. Dude, is that a Bengal cat? Why is everyone asking if it's a Bengal cat today? We got a Bengal cat special. This is a Pouncer. He's a serval cat. Come show them. You see, Bengals are smaller and they have rosettes, which I can't describe. They're just the shapes of their things that they have. He's got spots and stripes, and his tail has rings. A Bengal cat is pretty much a cat that looks beautiful. They're a hybrid of an Asian leopard cat, which they call ALC, and a regular cat. But that hybridization took place many, many, many years ago. So now Bengals just have babies with Bengals, whereas a serval, if Pouncer here's a serval, the wild animal, if he had a baby with a regular cat, that would be called an F1 Savannah cat. Like they really do have wild blood in them, unlike the Bengal, which may have a tiny drop, but that's evolved. At first I thought it was ocelot. A lot of people have. Woof, what's up, Preston? How are you? Ocelots have short, round ears. They're cute. Not as cute as you, Pouncer. Don't worry. Today's cats purr. When Pouncer only purrs, I've only heard him purr like 3 times now. I'm greatness. Cool. He only purrs when he's like loving his bed. When I got him a bed, a new bed, he purred so loud the neighbors could hear. And then I got him a new car bed, and he started, there's videos of this, and he started kissing it, biting it, purring, like so loud. And then that similar things happened a few times. Sometimes, like in the morning, he just starts to like, just make out with his bed. He just starts to love it and hug it and kiss it, and he purrs. And I walk by, and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't look, What's up with you two? Get a room. But man, he loves his beds. And car bed, it's like a street bitch. What's up, Ron? I like the street bitch. He got offended. Look, he got offended. I don't know the species. Do you know? I guess black bitch. I don't know. What else would you call it? The purr, hey Tiffany, the purr is so loud. It's so loud. And when he purrs, man, he means it. Like when Pouncer purrs, he's like, bed, I love you, bed. I love you. Let me give you a hug. Let me give you some kisses. Here, bed, have some of my quail. Here, have a bird. Like he brings his bed gifts and he sticks it into the corner. He brought his bed a snake the other day. Yeah, he brought a snake and he stuffed it into the bottom. Yeah, you need to get rid of that thing ASAP. All right. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. I'll immediately take care of that. My black cat robs me of food. Well, that's because it's black. Ready? Boom! Whoa! Good job. Good job, baby. You're a good boy. My best friend was a black cat. I had a black cat. I never talk about it because it makes me emotional, but he was my best friend. Whoa! Arr! That thing will strangle you in your sleep one night. How would he strangle? Like, how could a cat strangle you? Their arms don't wrap around you. And a strangle is when you see, people use the words wrong. A choke is really a strangle in your terminology. You see, in jiu-jitsu, you strangle the guy. So he goes unconscious and you let him go. If you keep doing it and then he's dead after 4 minutes, that's a choke. My cat is a stoner. That's kind of cool. I want to see a picture. Send me it on Instagram. Send it to Baby Pouncer or Baron Below Jeff. He will suffocate you. He just lies on my belly and gives me kisses. Dude, we found it in Queens. It's literally feral. It's 3 months old. So how is its socialization going? That's hard. That's really hard. When you find a cat that's feral, it's hard to socialize them. At 3 months old, 12 weeks, how is this cat doing though? We're in Queens, like Flushing, Jamaica, where about? Get rid of it. I gotta get rid of you actually. It's just annoying. Boom, he's gone. I just didn't like him, he's just saying bad things. It's like the cat's gonna kill you, it's gonna smell you. I let him go to 3 strikes, now he's out. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Where's my baby boy? Let's switch toys. I'll give him his fish. I'll see if he likes seafood. Gotcha. All right, Pouncer. And I'm telling you, when you switch toys, if you do that and put it under there, or like that, he knows it's a new toy. He knows the sound is different. The things, wow, good boy. When you live with a serval, or at least in my case, you get to know every little nuance, every little thing about them. You know when he's going to be hungry, You found the Queens of the 3 months old. Queens to Albany, he didn't adjust, man. You took him from Queens to Albany, like you took him like upstate, for college? At least you're actually reading moments. Wait, that's what it came out. Comments. Most of y'all get Billy for chatting in chat, but you are respectfully, and I love you about that. Well, if anyone bullies you, I'll throw him the fuck out. So you just tell me. Did you get him when he was small? I got him when he was a fetus. He was just a fetus. It's a long story. I'll tell you it later. He is beautiful. We think you're beautiful, Diane. Not for college, but for a job. Gotcha. That's a long drive. I hate going from, Long Island to Albany. And Queens is the same thing. It's a little bit farther. My cat is 15 years old and loves to sleep. So do I. I'm 59. But I had a cat that was 14, and the vet said, he's going to die tonight. I said, all right, then I'm taking him home. And he lived to be 24. So much for the vet. Yeah, man, it's further when you don't have a car like me. Yeah, if you walk it, it's a long way. I'm 60. Same thing. We're still young. Everyone's like, people always say like, in my day, things were different. You know what? This is our day, as much as it's anyone else's day. So the way this eating is grind. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of calcium in it. And when he eats baby birds like that one, they have bones, but of course they're not well developed, so it's not as much calcium. So I put extra calcium in his grind. Now he's going for the bird. Perfect. Good job, baby. I have a cat that was 19 years. I took care of her really well, and I miss her. I'm so sorry, Angel. That sucks. I have to go argue with this guy. I gotta do that later. All right, Kai. We'll catch you in a bit. Do what you gotta do. Edward, you're 104. That's pretty cool. I know a lady who's 100. I Ubered her somewhere. I think it's like 100, 101. And the cool thing about her was she still played piano really well. And it's funny because I was just her Uber driver, and she's like, do you want to hear? I'm like, yeah. And so she invited me inside. She actually gave me literally milk and cookies, and then she played the piano. And I was thinking, should I be Ubering, making more money, or listening to this? And I said to myself, no, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And she was amazingly good, like playing for like 95 years. Boom, boom, boom. I'm still using like the old classical piano. Boom! Where do you live, man? We jump. We live in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Alabama. We're like gypsies. I mean, like, not every day, but every week. We're in at least in every week, in any given week, we're in all 3 states. Yeah, and he's got enclosures and all. And we have another one, his dad. Oh, let me get rid of this guy. And he is in Alabama now. Swagger is making babies. But every other weekend I take him to North Carolina, which I might stop doing. I've been thinking about that a lot. How many feet can this cat jump? That's a good question, Angel. Depends if they have a running start or not. Without a running start, they can get up there like 12, 13 feet. With a running start, they can get like 16 feet. Pouncer is an exceptionally good jumper. You know, better than Swaggers, better than the other servals I work with at the zoo. Like, he really is. I'm not just saying that you're a good boy because he's mine. I mean, he just is. Even as a little baby, he's a good jumper. So he's up there, man. Like, he's like, the enclosure is what, like 11, 12 feet high, and he hits the top, and he would go through, like, figure like 16 feet, you know, without a running start. He's amazingly good. Diane said, you got snores. I snore too. He's so loving, he can be chasing the dogs. I gotta keep him smacked. I lost it. Hang on a second. I lost it. Where'd that go? Oh, he's trying to hell out of a husky. That's so funny. I just posted it. Ah, it's on my back. What are you doing? What are you doing to me? Hey, you're stepping on my face, bro. God, you're so heavy. You're so heavy. Can you get off now? I'm not a stool. I'm not a stool. You know I'm alive. I have nerves that feel pain. What are you doing? Ah! Damn, bro. He jumped from me to that. I posted a video of this little tiny cat attacking this dog and this man, this badass cat. It's hysterical. If I ever come to Albany, come visit me at EMS recording studio, I'd love that, man. I'll put a few away. He loves you, I can tell. He's my baby. He's stuck? He's good. How many days you feed him? What do you mean? Like, he's not a snake. You know, like snakes may eat once a week, but look how dirty it's getting. Look at it. It was perfectly clean. And just since we've been here, look, just since we've been here, imagine what it's like when the cleaning lady doesn't come. I mean, they never do come, but now I got two that come together. See, like right up there, they put all his toys, and Pouncer's like, I'm not having that. Look at him. He's like, this is my spot. I'm Mufasa. We should have the presentation of Pouncer. And I should put like mustard on his forehead. Ninja. Good boy. He eats every day. You know, at least 4 times a day. Don't say no. Don't say no. You do. Dude, Trump wants to send me back. I'm German. What do I do? You should organize a coup d'etat. You got to overthrow the government and become president here and say to everybody, V. Gates, good. That's what you do, man. You know, sometimes you got to just grab the bull by the horns. And if you want, Pouncer will be first cat. And what will I be? Secretary of Cats. What's up, Mark? How are you today? Oops. This is Pouncer. He's a cat. Let's count his. I gotta count the rings on his tail. It's hard to know which one's a ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Last time I counted 12. Gato Kiki is hungry dinner time. Gato Kiki is hungry dinner time. Is that like a code or something? Like a gang code? How many years that live? There's one in the zoo I work at that's 36. They live long. You got to put them in your will. Nice kitten. All right, thank you so much. You got a very beautiful and enjoy. Thank you. Appreciate that. He's like a little peeping Tom at the world. What? V. Gates was perfect. Good. Thank you. I saw Inglorious Bastards. You ever see that movie with Brad Pitt? That guy, that German guy who was like the Nazi star who speaks French also, that guy is so good. He's in the Django. He speaks perfect French, perfect German, perfect English. He's like the perfect actor. I don't know his name, but that guy, he's amazingly good. He's like he's like, you know, as good as like Anthony Hopkins. What? Oh, wait, don't comment. Pouncer. German has words, man. Like you could read Immanuel Kant, you know, the Critique of Pure Reason or Practical Reason, whatever you want. You open up a book in German, it could be Nietzsche. And like, there are words, man, that could be like the whole line long. You know, there should be like at least, 7, 8 words on a line. But German words could be like, uh-oh. Whoa! That was me. You landed on my foot. But made you tired. Good job. What does he weigh? He's got to be close to 50 now. Look at his belly. Look at that. That's filled with quail and there's mice. Here, let me show you. The mice is probably here. Yeah. And then here he's got his baby grind. And then here he's probably got a guinea pig. He put away a gerbil, which is probably down there. This is a while ago. Hermoso, bebé, bendiciones. Muchas gracias, Patricia. Zapata. ¿Cómo estás, hija? Please, no bully. Ha, 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 ha. Yo. Here comes. Yeah, that was a jump, right? Here it comes. Is he too tired? Is the baby too tired? Or will he go for it? What do you think he'll do? You gonna pounce, Pouncer? I gotcha. I'm sorry. I had to do my job. Just doing my job. He talks. He didn't like that I did that. He wanted to go under the thing. I'm telling you, I know what he's saying. You just do. You just do. You know, if he looks at me in a certain way, I know what he's saying. Like, it's either go to the park, look, or it could be either give me something to eat, look, or it could be let's go to the bathroom together, look. He's got all these looks. I'm telling you. He has a look that's like, go chill in the car for a bit. Sayak, how are you? Sorry I mispronounced your name. Big kitty, he's a big boy. Alright, it says. Yeah, he's a cool character. Oh, yeah. And funny enough, his German is like the equivalent of hillbilly accent. In the U.S., it's very hillbilly since he's Austrian. Ah, I didn't know that. Isn't he good, man? He's so talented. That guy's amazing. When he goes from German, French to English, like in that scene where they're hiding the Jewish people under the floor, I was immediately impressed. You know, because it's still, you know, hillbilly or not, it's fluid, you know. Imagine going from a house cat to a stray cat. F that. It'd be like going from a millionaire to a homeless. That's pretty much what it would be, right? It's a good analogy. It's good. Good. Where are you? Oh, I see a spot. You guys see him through there? Can you see the Pouncer cat? There he is. There's a little one. You have nice spots and big ears. You're a good boy. Now let me see you catch this fish. It's pretty much time to go to your park soon. You gotta work out. Whoa! See, that's what I wanted to do last time. That's why I got mad. I know you. He's amazing, but his accent's so funny because imagine a Texas accent coming from a Nazi. That must be funny too. Yeah, I get you. But for someone like, you know, who doesn't know better, you're just like, wow, that's amazing. What are you doing? What's his French like to a French person? Is his French a little bit rednecky too? What are you doing? What are you plotting? You see, right now it's like not really time to take him to the park because he's still in like play/hunt mode. You're like going from place to place to place. They never really stay when they're awake. They never really stay in one spot for more than 7 seconds, unless there's something interesting. Like he must be seeing something. You can tell by his tail. Hey Eric, thank you so much. Eric says you're beautiful, bro. He says thank you. He's just a little busy at the moment, but he says thank you. And he loves the garbage. What could be better than the olfactory heaven of garbage? Look at this. I'm telling you, when we started this live, this place was nice and clean. That's my heart medicine, without which I die, that he was playing with. That used to be right up there, nice and neat. So was the table. Those blinds have been ravaged. And that's just from last night. I have it all on video. I'll post it later tonight. Because there was an ambulance here, and Pouncer had to see the colors. Boom! First we thought it was a cop, so he hit the deck. Then I looked, yes you did. Then I looked, and I went outside, and it was just an ambulance. So I lifted him up, I put him on this chair. He's got a ramp in the other room where we do it too. And he saw, oh, it's just an ambulance. So he got fascinated. And I just stayed there. Look, I'm telling you, if it was a cop, he wouldn't have. Mike Cass destroyed a carpet spot, a couch, and my mom's door. Damn, that's crazy. But, you know, isn't it worth it in the end? You know, they give you so much love. What was I going to tell you? I forgot what I was going to... Oh, yeah. No, that wasn't it. I'm sorry, I lost my thought. Bro, sing that song. What song should I sing? Come here, baby Pouncer. If I was more energetic, I'd be following him around for you guys. I'm sorry. Today I'm a little bit weak. Where's my boy? It's you're alive. You're the YouTuber. You can ask the flower. I said for hours, telling all the bluebirds, the bill and the cuckoo, pretty little baby. Oh, pretty, I'm in love. I don't know the lyrics. Thank God for you. I tell all the flowers. I said for hours, telling all the bluebirds, the bill and coopers, pretty little baby, I am in love with you. I didn't even know I was doing that from that. I must have that stored as a memory from a million years ago. Thank you. It's not that bad. Like, what a door replacement. It's funny you say that. I had a door replaced yesterday because Pouncer decided to take off the hinges. What music you listen to? I listen to music like from where I grew up in Spain. So that and Eminem. I like Eminem and music from Spain. Bands, like, no offense, but you wouldn't know. And flamenco, it's like the national. What are you doing to me? Ah! Get off my back! Oh, you gotta trim your nails. Oh, you! What are you doing on my back, baby? Why are you on my back? Ah! That's your new thing. I'm from Germany, man. I know. Of course you do. And I'm so glad to have a German person here. Thank you. Paco de Lucia, también, claro. Ay! What are you doing, baby Pouncer? Don't. Oh! Welcome to the house of Pouncer, where everything is crazy. You see, he's got to get this out of his system. And then we go to the park. And then he has jumping practice. He has a regimen. Cats need schedule. They need a schedule. They like almost ritualistic in their behavior. What are you doing? Are those legal in the United States? Another tourist asked me that yesterday. Was that you? It depends on the state. And then if it's legal in the state, then it has to be legal in the local municipality. So it depends. You have to check you just ask Google, what state are you in? I'll tell you. What state are you in? I can't see because I'm live. Oh, wait, I can't. It's 8:13 in North Carolina. Texas. Yeah, Texas you'll have no problem. Texas is fine. In Texas, you could have venomous snakes. You could pay like a permit fee of like $10 in Walmart. It's like getting a firearm in Texas. It's so easy. I've actually thought of going there and maybe getting a place for that. I have so many friends in Texas that I love and I miss, that just moved there within the last like 4 years. All right, he's gonna make a good one. Let's see. Let's see it. Boom! Very good. PM. Look at that. What is that? Under his belly, he's got this like hanging little bit of fat, like he was neutered. Beautiful weather at my house. I'm staying here. Oh, God bless, man. I'm glad to hear that. Today here was hot, which for me, I hate heat. I hate heat, except when I work out because I sweat a lot and I like to sweat. It's like for me, it's like a relief. I can't explain it. It's like getting I could feel the toxins leaving my body. So, from that perspective, I like it. But, you don't work out for 12 hours a day. You a big baby, I see you. Man, it was crazy. I've been here for 6 months and my girlfriend is confused when I say 18 o'clock. Well, some people don't get that. I grew up with that, For the people who don't know, that's 6. Ever since I got fatter, the heat hits me so much harder. Yeah, man, I'm so fat right now. It's funny you say it, man. I went to the doctor yesterday and I'm like, what the hell, man? I gained 50 pounds in a month. Something's really wrong, and it's not the food. I wish it was just from food. Something's wrong, so they're sending me to specialists to figure out what. But, it makes everything harder, breathing, everything. But I'm still just doing the exercise and training, but something's wrong, But still, just drinking lots of water, training, and I'm not eating anything bad, so there's no reason for this. That would be some external source. You get your thyroid checked. What kind of doctor does that? I went to the primary doctor yesterday, and he's setting up all these appointments with specialists. I'm not sure which kind. Man, in 2022, I lost 25 kilos. Wow. And all I did was Coke. So here's your answer. That'll do it. Sounds like hypothyroid. But how do you test for that? And what kind of doctor do you go to for that? That's crazy because it's just out of nowhere. It is in 1 month. I gained 50 pounds. I just lost 31 pounds during the summer last year. Summers will help with that, yeah. And I need to go back to 320 again. So you'll lose it, man. Just do what you did last time. You're still staying down in South Carolina, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Alabama. And we've been good. How you doing, BK? Let me ask my mom. Okay. What are you doing? Oh, you hear the dogs. Andre's home. There's a dog next door. That's Charlie. That's his friend Charlie. How old are you? 59. How old are you? How old are you, Pouncer? You're just a baby. You're just a baby. And just by the way, I don't give a fuck if you ask. I'm not a woman. Who would care? Baby Pouncer. But, oh, yeah, for the thyroid thing, yeah, I guess that matters. Sorry. Tanjiro Kamado or Tanjiro. How are you? Nanaka Bakanimasu ka? An endocrinology. Okay, that makes sense. All right, thanks, man. Maybe you just saved my life. I don't know. For real. It's like, it's very uncomfortable. I never have mercy for fat people. I feel terrible for people that are in pain. I feel very sympathetic to people that go through any kind of pain, mental, emotional, physical, except fat people, because that is something you can undo. I don't feel bad for myself. I feel like whatever it is, it's on me to fix it. I don't care if it's my thyroid or anything. I'm the one that can do more exercise or less exercise, more water or less water. It's on me. I did neurobiology residence in New York University. Oh, damn, bro. Are you a neurobiologist? That's a really cool profession. See, neurobiologists understand things more than like psychiatrists or neurologists. They actually understand the mechanisms. They don't just give you the medicine. They actually know what it does. Like, how much weight in a month? 50 pounds. Yeah, I never even heard, honestly, I never even heard of someone gaining 50 pounds. And the doctor didn't like it one bit. And he's a good dude. We really get along. He loves Pouncer. I bring him to the hospital. Believe it or not, he's like famous in the hospital. She was saying that sounds really bad. Yeah, it sucks. It's funny because theoretically you'd have to ask permission from the hospital to bring any animal. My hospital calls me when they know I have an appointment to ask me to bring Pouncer. Yeah. And he has a vest that says service cat that she wears. Yeah, we had fun. Have you got your heart checked? Yeah, I have a little bit of hyperventricular cardiomyopathy. Like instead of the EKG going up and down, mine goes down and up and down and up. But they said I've had that my whole life, and lately they've been saying that it's better. I don't know how it could be better if I've had it my whole life, but that's what they say, and doctors don't make any sense to me. I feel like the whole thing is, in our hands. Like if you depend on a doctor, well, you're taking it out of your own hands. I'm starting to see as I get old the importance of going for certain things, but not for other things. Like if I had cancer, I would never let someone give me poison and radiate me. If I'm in my most weakened state, no thank you. I don't want poison in me, and I don't want to be radiated. No, not this guy, man. I think when people die, like this guy who died of pancreatic cancer, a famous reptile dude named Brian Barczyk, I have no doubt it was from the treatment, if you want to call it that. Ha boom, boom. I can tell you stories, man, about that would pretty much prove it. Ha, cha. There was this one doctor who had 100 patients. He sent them for chemotherapy, even though they did not have cancer, just for the money. Right? Really nice person. So 80 of the 100 died. Well, what does that mean? What does that say? Putting aside this guy, just think about it. 100 people that didn't have cancer, 80 died from the treatment. What does that say? Now imagine you do have cancer, if it's even a bad thing, and you give them chemotherapy. Well, what would you expect to happen? I think that a lot of the old guys in the Himalayas have cancer. I think we all have some cancer, just like we all have herpes. We all have some herpes. You should have it. Maybe it's a natural thing. I just don't believe in irradiating a person or giving them poison. I was like, hey, you got the president. What kind of cancer does Joe Biden have? I'm not up on that. I know he's got cancer, but I didn't read about what kind. Boom, bah. Did you guys see Trump and Elon having some sort of fight? It was all over the news. And I couldn't help but watch it. It was just so funny. Like these two guys going at it. Like the day before almost, he's giving him a key to the White House made of gold. It's like, he's my broski, he's my buddy. And then, Musk's like, Trump's a pedophile. And Trump says, you can't use your spacecraft anymore. The whole thing is just so crazy. Colon to bone cancer or something like that. That sucks. Boom. And get your colon checked if you don't know, because there's so many young people here, even though I hit not for kids. It's they insert something into you and they check your colon. But the whole night before, the whole day before, you got to drink this drink that most people hate, and I love it. And people hate that I love it. They just don't get it. It's also great that U.S. healthcare works, man. In Germany, everything is free. It should be free. Here, all the patients that go broke after one. Yeah, man. Here, it's for the money. And I went to the dentist, and he's taking my tooth out. He goes, the other one should really go too. I was like, no, I could only afford one. And that's a perfectly normal conversation here. If something's wrong with you, you need stitches, you get what you can afford. It's just a simple business transaction. Unlike in Europe, In Spain, it's not like that. In all of Europe. Of course, two alpha male billionaires can only get along so long. Yeah, no, I realized it was expected. I just didn't expect it to be so funny. We're like literally on one given day, the guy's giving him a medal, and they're talking about the bruise being from his kid. And then the next day, these tweets that were so crazy, and then this guy Bannon wants now to deport him. The day before he got a medal in the White House. The next day he wants to deport him, and the day before he had a black eye, the bruise, and Trump's like, oh, X to that, your baby? He's like, oh, you got a no X. But then afterwards, Trump said, yeah, I saw the bruise beforehand. I offered him some makeup. It's like you learn just how, no one here is thinking about the American people. We have nothing to do with it. No one cares about us. They're just about themselves. It's so crazy. I went out to go back to Germany, do all my, I do that in Spain too. I was born in Spain. Pouncer, you just chilling? And it might be time for you to go to the park. He might have got that out of the system. Let me see the time, actually, myself. 8:23. Okay. Well, we've been on for an hour and 12 minutes. Damn. We have fun with you guys. Time goes fast. Let me see. What kind of a charge do we got here? Not bad. 43. All right. I don't know. Should we stay for a minute? You know what I love about the U.S.? People talk to me randomly all the time. Everyone is so nice. Is that a joke, man? That's not true at all. I mean, you got to be kidding me. In Spain, that's true. In many countries, I've been to many countries, well over 100. That's true of many countries. I don't think that's true here. Go to New York. Go to New York City and randomly talk to someone. Watch what happens. If you're a really nice person, you do it, you can pull it off, and people will probably love it. I tend to talk to people that I don't know, but I really don't give a fuck. I just feel like, look, I'm going to be happy regardless, but that's true. It depends, and it's better in the South. But it also, I don't know, man. I don't see people in the supermarket, just one guy going to another guy and saying, what's up? What do you think of that debate last night? It just doesn't happen. I don't know. I wish it did. That would be paradise for me. I love that. I love that. That's why I'm so. Look at him. He's nodding off on us. It's your life. It's your life. That's why I'm so bothered by it. In Spain, if you walk into an elevator, you're going to say, hello, good afternoon. You'd always do that. Here, if you walk in, I remember when I first came to this country, one of the strangest experiences was the elevator. People would just walk in and say nothing to each other, and then someone would fart, and then you're just pretty much dying. And if you were to say something, the whole room would jump. It's just not for me. In New York, if I talk to people, somebody's gay or is trying to get it, that's exactly right. And it's even worse than that. It's more likely someone's going to curse you out than that someone would come up to you. And it's not like they're neutral, saying nothing and might be open to a conversation. It's more like they're so stressed, they want to curse you out. They don't want to hear it. The last day I was in New York, I went to 7-Eleven. I have a jiu-jitsu school there. And I went to 7-Eleven, it was the morning, to get I don't know, coffee or something. And some guy walks in, I said, good morning, and he goes, fuck you. I said, that's it, I'm leaving. And I moved out of New York. That day, I took my stuff and I left. That was enough. I just couldn't take it anymore. And I just got a job in North Carolina. I was sick of it. In New York, I love Georgia. I've only been through Georgia. People are shy, but very redneck and too hot. The only people I know, like, I have an ex-girlfriend in Georgia, so she doesn't count. She's from Peru. But I just drove through it. I really should get to know it better. It's right next to the state here, you know. I like rednecks. I saw as many doctors as crackheads, yeah. Yeah, and probably some of the doctors are crackheads. Boop. What are you doing nodding off on us, Pouncer? Everybody wants to see you. You want us to count your spots? You want us to count your spots? Who's a good boy? You're such a good boy. What are you doing upside down, kitty? Why are you upside down? You're a good baby. You're a good baby. I miss the crackers, everyone, that weird shit now. Yeah. I mean, countries in Europe have bad drug problems too. You know, Spain, we have terrible, fentanyl, meth. In Spain, you know, no one really cares. You could smoke a blunt and walk down the street like a regular street, meaning a pedestrian street. We don't have those in the United States. But, you know, the same thing. You could see a guy shooting heroin in the street. That's not legal, but it's just not as likely that people are going to do something about it. Like, no one's going to call the cops. But that wasn't always the case, man. You know, weed was one thing. I don't know. Same thing as hash. Like, hash it comes from Morocco, which is right next to this. Look how he lies. Who lies like that? Look at this cat. Look at this cat. Look, you're a wild animal. You can't sleep like that. You can't sleep like that. You know, what people think is marijuana in Spain is really hash. I don't know. Drug use is changing. Are you a good boy? I just feel like the more you crack down on it, the more people are attracted to the lure of the forbidden. You know, they want to do what they're not allowed to do, especially young people. Don't trust your belly show. Exactly. That's how you get cut up. Because of this, the kangaroo feet in the back. I didn't cut those nails. I cut these nails, but I'm almost ready to trim your nails. Let me see. Let me see one. Let me see it. I'm not going to do it right now. Let me see. Oh, he doesn't like when I do it, but I'm gonna. Good. You love cats. I love cats too, man. Now, can you find the spot that's shaped like a heart? Look for the spot that's shaped like a heart. Swaggers has one too. Carmen, bienvenida, ¿cómo estás, hija? ¿Qué tal estamos? This is where he has his little baby spots. What are you doing? You just want to play all the time. You're just a player. You talking? You're gonna do something. Yeah, I see you were trying to do something. Yeah, I know you. You're crazy. You want to jump on me or something? I can see you want to, but you know I'm on to you. But you want to. Look at his eyelids. Aren't they pretty? You have pretty eyelids. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. I'm Pouncer. I'm itchy. I'm itchy because I go outside too much. My dad didn't spray me. Oh boy. Guess we're going to the VET soon for another checkup. I take him to the vet too much. I know, but I just like to know he's okay. What's your stance on neutering guy cats? I just feel like, you know, my feeling is if something's not wrong with a body part, don't take it off. You know, and people say, well, he can get testicular cancer. Yeah, well, you know, you might get prostate cancer, you know, so you're gonna just like what, chop it off? You know, really? It doesn't make sense to me. They call someone like me an intactist. I just believe in leaving animals intact. I don't like unnecessary surgery, but in terms of the cats that are outdoors, there's too many and the life is filled with hardship. Yeah, they should be fixed. It's not right. But when it's a cat, like, you know, when I have a cat that's unique, like Pouncer or Swaggers, that's my opinion on it, which no one agrees with. I think it's barbaric. Oh, you're with me on this? Yeah, straight's okay. Exactly. Look at this. This is just from us. You know what, folks? I think it's time we go to the park. I think it's park time, baby. We're going to get you dressed. So I got to put on this harness. He thinks that's a game. He loves when I put on his harness. So I tell you what, we're gonna go. Let's see. It's 8:31. Message held for review. I I couldn't either. We're gonna go, but we'll be back in like figure an hour, because I want to stop and get something to eat. So figure an hour. All right. I got some human things to do. Thank you for coming. We love you guys. We appreciate everything. You saw my Spanish class video. Good. I'll teach you some martial arts things. I'd have to show you in person, but the exercises, those exercises will teach you to feel something outside of your body, which you can never otherwise do, like feeling this phone from here. But you have to do those exercises. It'll trip you out. Anyway, thank you for coming. I appreciate you. And we'll be back at the park later. We hope you're there. Say bye, Pouncer. He says bye-bye. Bye-bye.